So this is my latest rifle build, and there's a lot of interesting things about it, but we're going to talk about right here the gas system, which is an Adams Arms piston gas system. And I guess for the people that don't know the difference between a direct impingement and a gas piston, I have a little animation I made. In a direct impingement, gas is directed after it's siphoned off from the gas port in the barrel. It's directed up a tube back into the receiver, into the gas key on the bolt carrier, and that pneumatically blows back the bolt carrier. A side effect of that is you get a lot of dirty gas back in the receiver, and the piston aims to get rid of some of that. Instead, up at the gas block, what you have is the gas goes, well, in this case it goes into a piston cup, and it expands and drives the op rod back, and the operation rod pushes a strike face on the bolt carrier, and that's what moves the bolt carrier in a piston system. So you vent all your gas towards the end of the barrel. It's away from the operator, and most of all, it's not going back in your receiver to add to malfunctions. This right here is my first Adams Arms, and it's a rifle I built from one of their drop-in uppers, and this one is actually a 545 .39, so it's a Russian round, extremely dirty, and there's the difference right there versus a 556. But definitely the Adams Arms helps for the maintenance. So here's the gas block right here, and you have several functions in the gas block. Right now that's full open. That's what you'd use under normal fire. And then right here we have a suppressed option, and the suppressed option is great for guys running suppressors. What that does is it cuts off some of the back pressure, because when you're running a can, it's going to act as an expansion chamber, so you're going to have more gas pushing back into the barrel and forcing the op rod back harder. Another advantage that this has over direct impingement is, since the gases are expanding in the can, you're going to have overpressure, so it's going to force a excess amount of gas back into the receiver, and this is a minor problem, but guns with cans do get dirtier, especially in a direct impingement, but most of all it'll be blowing gas back into your face, so you definitely don't want that, and the piston helps solve that problem. And then you have a final back here, which is all the way off. And so why would you want it all the way off and not function? The reason why is it makes it a single shot. So maybe for a longer range where you're trying to get all the force behind the bullet that you can. Also, it doesn't disrupt the gun as much if the bolt carrier is not moving. So for those really long range shots, or under suppressed fire, you might want it as quiet as possible. So a side effect of running this piston up here and venting the gas up, it might be slightly louder than a regular direct impingement, because you're venting gas up here, and that makes a noise when it mixes with the cold air. But if you want it as quiet as possible, you shut the gas off, make it a single, so you're not losing any gas up here, there's no noise, and you don't have noise from the bolt carrier cycling. So it's absolutely the quietest you can get with with your AR-15. And then finally, I'll show you how to remove it. So we bring it all the way here to the right, and we have the gas plug, and you can see the hole there in the bottom where it vents up. This one's very dirty. This is my 545, and I've put close to 2,500 rounds through it, and it's going like a champ, even though it's just nasty, dirty surplus ammo. And so there's the op rod that the cup cycles on, and yeah, what's nice about this is it just pulls out the front. It's the easiest gas piston system that I've ever seen. I've shot a couple other AR-15s with gas piston systems, and so the gas just pushes it in there, and it kind of has a self-cleaning. It kind of scrapes some of the excess carbon. You do have to clean it, but you don't have to clean it as much as a direct impingement gun, or it's much easier to clean than some of the other gas piston systems where you need special tools, or they're just a pain in the ass. Then I'll show you here's the bolt carrier, and this is how it's different. It has a strike face on there instead of the gas key, and it's milled right in there, super strong. That's not going anywhere, and it's a full M16 carrier, so that's more reliable than your milled out AR-15 band type carriers. And you can just see, just dirty, and that's from that Russian ammo, but beefed up lips there on the back, and all goes back together super easy, just like your regular AR-15. This just slides in the top, and then you gotta line it up a little bit. There, it's back together. So to sum it up, if you're thinking about going piston, I would highly recommend the Adams Arms system. It's one of the lightest on the market. The toolless maintenance is just awesome. Very simple compared to a lot of the other AR-15 piston systems on the market, and you can get it in a complete rifle. They're selling complete rifles now. You can get the drop-in uppers, which are great. You can get them with rails with, I believe, Daniel Defense, or Samson rails, which the Samson Evo rails are awesome. This is what I have on my other rifle. It's an Evo rail, but it is the Rainier Evo rail. They're slightly different. They're the regular Samson Evo rail with the F cutouts or reliefs that come on the complete rifle. So this one is a retrofit. That's the third option, and retrofits